Take two. Hi, welcome to Tales of Cindy. I'm Cindy, and I'm here to tell you about my life because apparently that's what we do here. Today, I want to talk to you guys about the difficulty of moving forward with your life, even when you know it's the right thing to do. So, getting divorced is rough. It's just rough, right? There's a lot of things that have to happen. And the timing of things and taking care of bank accounts and there's just a lot of different things, but the hardest piece for me right now is actually being in this house that I'm in right now. So I have lived in this house for the last year with my husband. It is actually his grandmother's house, and she just recently passed away, but it has a lot of memories in it. There's a lot of memories in this house, and I am packing up all my belongings and leaving it. And I'm kind of struggling. I'm struggling not seeing my husband walking around. I'm struggling because we took down all the pictures of us. I'm struggling not seeing those pictures. I'm struggling walking into the bedroom and not seeing my bedding. I'm struggling with this room being torn apart because I'm packing. I said goodbye to my nephews. My husband's brother's kids. I've been a really, really big part of their life for the last decade, right? Especially the last 8 years when I've lived here in this town. We've done a lot together. I did Aunt Cindy days with them. It's going to be hard adjustment for them too, not having Aunt Cindy around all the time. So knowing that that's something that they're going to have to deal with, I'm struggling. I'm really, really struggling right now. I'm struggling because my husband called me on the phone and it was just a normal conversation that you would have with somebody you care about, and it was what it was. And I wanted to say, come over here, let's talk, let's hang out, let's cuddle on the couch and watch a movie, right? Because he's my friend. I'm struggling because there are people who think that not me getting a divorce, but me being gay is a choice, and that I am choosing to throw a bomb on my marriage for no reason whatsoever. I'm struggling because I got an email from somebody I care about who basically accused me of listening to the devil. Yeah, that the devil is influencing me in this decision, and that I should be putting my marriage above everything else. I'm struggling for a lot of reasons, and I want to say that those reasons don't matter and that all of this is fine because I'm moving forward and my life is going to be great. Everything's going to be happy. Right? All these things. And yeah, the future's bright in a lot of ways because it is. Don't get me wrong, the future is totally bright. I think that long-term happiness for my husband and me is going to be best achieved by us getting a divorce. I really believe that we're making the right decision. He believes we're making the right decision, and that I will be happy in the long run. But right now, here in the moment, I'm struggling. And that's okay. I think sometimes we like to shove everything in one box or the other. We like to say it's all good or all bad. And that's not really how the world works. It's not how my life has ever worked, at the very least. No matter what I've been facing, there's always been components of good and bad. And I think this is one of them. There's a lot of good that's happening in my life. Despite my struggles, despite everything that I'm feeling, I feel more myself and more comfortable in my own skin than I've ever felt. I am just me. I'm just me, right? I don't have to fake it. I don't have to pretend. I don't have to lie to anybody. I don't have to look at people and say, oh yeah, me and my husband, and make everybody assume that I'm straight. I don't know. It's just really, it's different. It's not that I had a bad life when I was straight, because I didn't. I married a really, really, really good person, and I plan on being part of his life forever and having him be a part of my life forever. It's not that we couldn't have had a happy relationship in a lot of ways. but it wasn't what marriage should be, in terms of my feelings and what I could offer him and what I would have been giving up. Being straight was fine when people thought I was straight. It was fine. It was the default. It was more comfortable in a lot of ways because people aren't looking at me weird. They're not talking about me weird. It just is. Nobody treats you funny when you're straight because everybody's straight, right? So being gay, I'm getting treated different by a lot of people. But at the same time, I feel more comfortable in my own skin. Like, I feel like I'm me. This is Cindy. Cindy is gay. And that's who I am and how it is, and that's okay. And I feel good about that. And I didn't realize what I was missing in terms of my own self until I came out as gay and found myself. And guys, I feel so amazing in a lot of ways. So yeah, there's a lot of good that's happening, but there's also bad. And it's okay to acknowledge that I'm a human, and humans can experience more than one emotion at the same time. And I am incredibly, incredibly sad today, but I'm also incredibly happy. And it's a really weird, weird position to be in. Right now, the sad's kind of winning out of the happy, but they're both there. My living room's a mess. I have to transport things thousands of miles, and my brothers are coming to help me move, so I get to take more than I otherwise thought I would. So I'm super, super grateful for supportive brothers who are willing to give up of their lives and drive 12 hours to come help me move. But even with that, I feel like I'm leaving things behind. And when I think about it, like, because my brain's like, oh, you're leaving something, for sure you're leaving something, go through everything one more time, you're leaving something. And I've gone through this house a million times. There's really not anything else for me to go through. So what I'm really leaving is people and memories and feelings and experiences. I'm leaving potential, right? Potential future relationships. It's a painful journey, even if it is good. And I'm documenting this today because I want people to realize sometimes we want to see things as black or white, right? It's either good or it's bad. And the world just doesn't work that way, right? The world isn't good or bad. It's not black or white. People are a duality of a lot of different things. So that's how this is too. I know in the long run this is the best choice I can make, but that doesn't mean that right now it doesn't suck. A little bit. A lot bit. It sucks. So I'm doing the best I can. My husband's doing the best he can. We both have our own struggles and our own things that we're dealing with. But I feel sad, and I want to acknowledge that, and I want people to see that that is a part of this journey. So I listened to the Lesbian Chronicles podcast, and one of them, I don't remember if it was Melissa or Allie, one of them said something about how there's a price for admission into this life, and for some people that price is too high. And I had heard those words before I had come out as gay to my husband, and I knew I was in denial. I thought we could make a marriage work and it would all be fine somehow, and that's just not how it works. It didn't take me very long to realize that that's just not going to work. But I knew that if I was to go on the road that I was headed on, that there would be pain, but I didn't fully understand. Sometimes it's something you have to experience to fully understand. So I want to straight up say there's going to be a lot of happy videos, but there's also sad ones. And today's one of those sad ones. I just want to take a minute though. that despite how hard everything has been, how grateful I am for the support that I have received and for the love that has been extended towards me and the people who have celebrated the fact that I get to live a free life and get to be myself without restraints. I'm super, super glad that I have such an amazing support network, and I feel incredibly blessed that I do. And I hope that I can someday be that kind of support for somebody else that I've gotten from people all over the spectrum, right? My husband, who's a lesbian, has reached out to me. I have a younger sibling who's non-binary. They've reached out to me. I've had a lot of other people reach out to me. And I feel super, super grateful for the support that I have been given. And the people who have let me live in their home for the last week, my friend Kim and my friend Beth, who has dropped everything, and my other friends, countless, and family members who have texted me and checked in on me so regularly. I joked with one of them that I've never been so popular in my life, which is kind of a true statement because I have a lot more people reaching out to me right now. And I really appreciate it because I don't know that I've ever needed it more in my life either. So if you've been one of those people, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you have not reached out and the reason you haven't reached out is because you feel awkward and don't know what to say to me, maybe that's what you should say to me. One of the best conversations I had was with one of my sisters, where she straight up said that this is going to be something she has to get used to and that she's going to make mistakes, and she wants me to call her out on them and tell her if she says things that are painful and things like that. So it doesn't have to be a perfect speech. I just like to know that people care and that they still value me even though I'm making incredibly big transitions in my life. So thank you, thank you, thank you if you've been a part of my journey, and I'll talk to you guys later.